Can you cook, brother? Can you cook, brother? Can you cook, brother? If you're a DDP fan, this Kenny guy was definitely in your head. The confidence he had about Adesanya winning. If Kenny made 5 videos about the fact that tomorrow aliens are gonna come invade the Earth, you're at least gonna get convinced a little bit, and you're actually gonna start wondering and start kind of believing that aliens are gonna come. Away with your boy Slice May, and today Dricus Du Plessis defends his belt. My fellow South African. It's crazy to say we have a South African UFC champion. Also, I think the fact DDP, if Israel Adesanya won that fight, I think I would have lost 2% of my total life happiness would have been drained for the rest of my life. To be honest, just imagine like a clip of Dricus Du Plessis getting knocked out and Adesanya humping Dricus Du Plessis, and then Adesanya doing some quotes and stuff. It would absolutely be mental torture for the rest of my life. I imagine all the Nigerian fans just having that thing to brag over you for the rest of your life. Thank you, GP, for saving my mental health. But let's get into analyzing the fight. UFC put on a great performance. He won the striking and obviously won the grappling. First round was close, but you could give it to other men. But I personally would give it to DDP. Second round, DDP obviously with the grappling. Third round, DDP, and fourth round, that's when Adesanya was starting to get his striking working. But yeah, then DDP eventually closed the distance. It looked like Adesanya tripped. I don't know if Adesanya got rocked by the punch, which DDP threw, but he slipped. Then he was against the cage. Then Dricus was landing on Adesanya, and then yeah, the choke came in. Great performance from DDP. DDP won the striking and grappling of this fight. And yeah, DP just looked really good out there. The things which Dricus did well, um, oh, Adesanya was not able to counter the blitz of Dricus. Everyone was talking about, oh, Dricus blitz and Adesanya be able to counter it. The thing is, when DP blitz, it's hard to get the timing of it, and also he blitzed so fast, and his arms are so long that there's very little space for you to counter. The way you would have to counter DP is you have to slip the blitz, which is really hard. Very few times in the UFC, DP has actually been countered for his blitz. Maybe against Brunson and Brad Tavares. But yeah, that's what I was worried about for this fight. DP blitzing, Adesanya countering, but Adesanya was struggling to counter. DP outboxed and out kickboxed Dricus in that fight. DP was guard was really good at that fight. DDP's defense. He would use the guard to close distance, and you would guard up and then try and counter with shots that Adesanya threw. DP was using his guard to defend, and Adesanya was basically kind of using his football work and running away to defend shots. And yeah, and also so many shots which Dricus threw were so close to landing on Adesanya, whereas you can't really say it for Adesanya. Obviously, shots could have landed for Adesanya, but Dricus used his guard to defend, and Adesanya basically kind of ran away to defend. People forget, man. Dricus Du Plessis has 32 amateur kickboxing fights, so he's a very experienced fighter, and you can see that he's a really good kickboxer with the kicks he threw. Also, so many shots from from Dricus, was land under the shoulder, on the shoulder, like 1 centimeter away. Adesanya, I think, was kind of lucky that some of those shots didn't land, especially even that last uppercut on the blitz. That was literally so close to hitting Adesanya. In the fourth round, Adesanya was on with the striking with the body shots and everything, but I felt like after the fourth round there was going to be the first half of the fourth round was Adesanya's momentum. Then the second half was going to be Dricus' momentum. And if Dricus didn't decide to grapple against Adesanya against the fourth round when Adesanya was against the cage, he could have really landed some nasty shots and potentially finished the fight. He could have landed a head kick there, like a 1-2 head kick like Robert Whittaker or something. And yeah, I think Adesanya should have went for more low kicks because when he was going for low kicks, it was hurting Dricus Du Plessis. And even in his post-fight interview, Dricus talked about the uh, leg kicks, how hard Adesanya's leg kicks was. I think Adesanya forgot during the fight. And yeah, it's just the difference. DP's defense was really good. He used his defense to counter shots. He would have his guard up and then counter. Because when Adesanya throws, he can leave his chin in the air. He doesn't really bring his hands up because he's a taller fighter and he's so used to his footwork and using his footwork to evade shots that he can let his hands go down. And yeah, great performance from DDP, man. UFC South Africa is coming up next. I'm a South African, so there's potential I could come to the fight, but I think I'm too broke for UFC South Africa, so I might have to start a Patreon or something like that. And Kenya Koya, you're cooked, brother. Okay, the co-main car France for Steve Erceg. Sorry to the Ursals, but we took an L. I said this was going to be a Steve Erceg masterclass, but no. Steve Erceg was landing a bit blitz from car France, then the shuffle going from orthodox to southpaw to land right hand was beautiful, man. I didn't expect that at all. And I thought car France was absolutely overrated. And yeah, but Steve Erceg will be back. I think maybe 1 or 2 years if there was a rematch, Steve Erceg would win it. And yeah, unfortunately for all the Ursels, we didn't get what we wanted tonight. Then down the card was Mateus Gamrot versus Dan Hooker. I was predicting and envisioning a Dan Hooker knee KO. It didn't happen. It was a close fight. I think he could have given the fight either way, or maybe slightly leaning Gamrot. I don't remember the first round that much, to be honest. But yeah, Gamrot was good, looked good in the feet, and Dan Hooker applied the same pressure he did against Jay Tony against Mateus Gamrot. That's what ultimately won the fight. Gamrot was landing nice shots, going backwards, which is surprising as Gamrot is a shorter fighter. But yeah, the pressure and the grit from Dan Hooker got him to win that fight. And he did land some good shots. I think at the end of the third round, if that fight was a bit longer, he could have maybe really hurt Mateus Gamrot. And that would have ultimately, like, okay, Dan Hooker clearly won the fight there. We're given that. So yeah, I got my pick right. I'm happy. Next, Tuivasa to Jairzinho Rozenstruik. Tuivasa takes another L. I thought Tuivasa was going to win, but yeah, unfortunately he didn't. Uh, Tuivasa's feints were nice. I feel like he could have used his feints more. And yeah, when he should have feinted and tried to throw overhand rights, he was struggling to land. He didn't find the overhand right, I don't think, once the whole fight, so maybe could have tried to go with the body. But yeah, I can't believe Jairzinho Rozenstruik outstruck somebody. Yeah, Shamil Gaziev is gonna come back for Jairzinho Rozenstruik's head. And all the other fights on the card I didn't really give a shit about, to be honest. Apparently, Daniel Tuffy versus Walter Walker, there was a verbal submission, so some weird things happening there. And yeah, the first fight of the night which I watched, Jenkins versus Herbert Burns. Great performance from Jack Jenkins. Very nice body shots. Like the thing is, you can't really tell that body shot, like the rhythm on, not weird, but like just the way he like threw it, like you wouldn't expect it. So that's how it was landing so much. And great leg kicks again. The thing is, people telling Herbert Burns, absolutely sucks. But and also Gilbert Burns. The Burns brothers are probably the most overrated brothers in MMA history. Maybe the Diaz brothers are more overrated than the Burns brothers, but yeah, I'm gonna anger some old heads, but yeah, people were talking about Herbert Burns quitting the fight. If you saw the finish and you saw the reaction, Herbert Burns was trying to get up, but his body just wouldn't allow him. Great to see a Jack Jenkins win. I want to see him in the top 15, and yeah, that is my that was UFC 305. I don't even know what number it was. I'm absolutely cooked right now. But yeah, cheers, your boy Slice Bread MMA is out. And and yeah, your fellow South African YouTuber who breathes African air, shits in Africa, and my postal code is in South Africa, watched his fellow South African champion. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Just yapping, but yeah, cheers.